You don't think about your movement when you move every day, so why do it with a golf swing?
Yeah.
Different sound, isn't it?
100% different, yeah.
You're going to start to let the club head swing, and then there'll be a resonance between you and the weight of the club. Oh!
Christ.
Great shot.
I like that.
It works, that
Like
club.
even more, yeah. But what I tend to do, my bad miss, is I'm batting it, or if I go to draw it, I end up fading it. So I don't know what the problem is here. I think, and the distance, I've lost loads of distance.
Right.
So, not sure what's happened there.
Well, have a look and tune it up.
Yeah, sounds good.
Have you been playing much?
I played like twice a week, to be honest. I've got a lot better since I've been. It's been a lot better. When I was going through a bad stage, I was in the rough, I couldn't hit my irons, I was losing distance. It's still the same now.
Right.
So if I've got a 140 yard shot in or on a par 3, I'll end up going down to like a 6, maybe even a 5, which I'm not that comfortable with.
No.
So whereas with 7,
Trying to just control it.
yeah. And then the ball speed after the lesson, driving range I go to is like 108, 110. I checked it recently, it's like 90.
Right.
And I don't hear that noise, do you know that
That we
clicking
got,
sound,
yeah.
connection.
Yeah. Because you did really well in the lesson.
Yeah, it worked out really well, didn't
It
it?
was brilliant. That's a nice starter.
Yeah, it's a good start. I was aiming more for a draw, but
Okay.
I'll try and go for the goalpost, I'll aim for them. Connection's so much better than what I used to have though.
Yeah.
So
They sounded
I've
good.
been scoring quite well. Like in the 80s. For me that's good, I was getting over 100s before.
Wow.
So the lesson had a
Oh, big impact, yeah.
impact, yeah.
I loved it before and I love it even more now.
Look at that.
Shot.
Michael, that's fantastic. This wind is brutal, isn't it? for
It
left?
is, yeah. Massive difference. After that lesson, I can't believe what can happen to your swing. I feel like I've got all the pieces of the puzzle around. I just haven't got the middle pieces to put in.
Okay.
That's what it feels like there's something missing.
Okay. And we need to find it.
Yeah.
Cracking strike.
That was a nice one. So I could hear the difference in that. So
Yeah.
that's not that
That's travelled
consistent.
so much further as well.
So now I can't tell what the difference was doing that swing compared to the other swing, unfortunately.
You said sometimes you think heavy.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is if your pressure's moving early, using the pressure to move the mass, essentially now you're moving the pressure, so it's going to help you get a downward strike.
Yeah.
If everything's moving together, you've got to now time the hands with that pressure.
Yeah.
Whereas when the pressure's gone, you're now in front
Yeah.
with the pressure. Now you're starting to use that ground and you're off, and you can go use your vertical, use your rotation, and let the club release earlier.
Yeah. See, in my mind, I still feel like I'm getting behind. I'm not pushing all the way forward. If that makes sense. That downswing, and I can't.
I'll explain why. Your pressure's only getting kind of 3/4 of the way across.
Yeah.
It's not. Your pressure's not moved into the left side, and you're about to hit the ball. Again, it's like throwing the ball, and you're not shifting left to be able to then use both left and right foot. It's in the middle. So you've not shifted the pressure far enough, and if you like early enough or quick enough.
Yeah.
To be able to then use this side. This has to help you decelerate, so the pressure needs to be in it, in the left side, to help you rotate and stabilise with this. We've got to be able to stop to be able to accelerate.
Yeah.
The body's not going to let you accelerate it if it can't stop. I think once we start to unload earlier, I think it's going to have a knock-on effect throughout the whole system.
Yeah.
because you're going to start to let the club head swing, and then there'll be a resonance between you and the weight of the club.
Yeah.
But at the moment, because you're loaded and you're having to put in a lot of effort, you're not really utilising the swing weight.
No. It feels very rigid at the bar.
Yeah.
Nothing's really going on down there.
So what I want you to experience first is this unloading, loading, unloading. What you're doing is you're bypassing all this
Yeah.
and doing this.
Right.
Really, this is not the foot doing the work, it's the hip.
Right.
And we want the foot and the hip to be working together.
Okay.
It's the ankle and the hip really. If you wanted to push off the ground, so roll inside, that's it, and now push. Go up, there you go, use the ball of the foot.
Yeah.
Just want you to shift your attention onto the shot as if you're hitting up here. So you can extend a bit more up. There you go, see how the hips, the pelvis comes up?
It does, yeah.
Look at that. You can feel now what the ground's offering you.
Yep.
For movement with your feet, with your interaction. So as you go up, the club will start to go down. So it's a really late snap. That's it, that late snap. That's the one.
Shot.
Felt so much better.
Look how far it's gone.
Yeah.
Tried a bit then.
Yeah.
And that's the tempting thing. That's the temptation. So this next one, you got a bit of success.
Yeah.
Well, big success. It was like higher, further.
Yeah.
It felt easy. It felt great. Right, I'm going to try a bit now. Get a bit
That's
more out of
it.
it. But now, that effort and that attention towards trying is now inhibiting what actually produced that movement in the first place. So it's
That's
just,
the trouble I have on the course where I think I should be hitting this 140 easy. So then I put more into it.
and that was easy 140. That one. No effort. Great shot.
Mm-hmm.
How's that feel?
Yeah, a lot better. Definitely feel that snap a lot later than what I have been. Yeah,
Different sound, innit?
100% different. Yeah, I lost a bit of control, I think.
Yeah. You will at the moment.
But it's so much different to what I've been feeling.
Carrying so much further, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's a super shot.
Yeah, shot.
The flight's lovely,
Yeah,
isn't it?
that felt so much better.
It's
That's
160
unreal.
to the front of that mound.
Don't know how you do it, but
We're not done yet. Just tried a bit there. It's a bit different. And it is the leap of faith you have to take. It's that just letting it go.
it is. I think you've got
And the body sequences
You've
itself.
got to tell your brain to trust it. I think that's my issue. I'm trying to play safe. So my safe is, I can hit this, in my mind, 130. Whereas it shouldn't be doing 130, it should be 150, 160, yeah.
160. You've got to let the thing go, exactly. Your body knows how to do it. You've got all the athleticism to do it and the movement skill. I mean, that's what you're capable of. Look at that.
Mm.
Lovely high draw into the wind. I mean, that's bounding past 170.
Yeah.
And we've got a strong left to right. Yeah. But you're using now, like you said, you've got the skill set. You're just letting your body piece it all together. And like you recognised it yourself because you know there's something not quite right. You were missing a piece.
Yeah.
Missing something.
On me, before I came first time, I didn't have a clue what was going on or what I was doing wrong.
And then it said, what happens then is, typically, is when your ball's doing this, what you do is you tighten everything up, you try and reduce degrees of freedom, you try and tighten everything up, and your swing doesn't become a swing anymore. That's where you've gone to. But then we've got your experiences something completely different, got close to your natural swing, where you were just it was ripping it, you were ripping it, and then naturally you've gone back and things happen and you tighten up.
Yeah.
To try and,
yeah, you do.
and like you said, you've got to tell your brain, Just trust it.
Yeah.
Let the body do it, because you do it every day.
That's it.
Your body, you don't think about your movement when you move every day, so why do it with a golf swing?
I used to think about the grip and all that. The more I have it sort of with my fingers, and that feels comfortable to me.
Yeah.
Oh,
What a swing that is. What a strike.
It's carrying a lot further now, isn't it? Considering the height, before it's more lower and then rolling out to that distance.
Bit of fade. Love it.
Nice. That's great.
It's big, isn't it, that?
Yeah.
Oh, you played for the draw. Look at that ball fly. What do you reckon that's carried there?
So what's that mount?
The front's 160, the back's 170,
Really?
where the little...
I'd think about 170 by the looks of it.
Even if it's 160, it's massive.
Oh yeah,
isn't
massive.
it?
Yeah, compared to what it has been.
Bring
it
it down in
feels
front.
so much better.
Wait till you see this swing on video when you watch it back. It's a
It
different,
is like effortless,
different
yeah.
animal. It looks so much more dynamic and athletic now.
Yeah.
You're here. There's intention at the end.
Yeah.
Shall we? It's a different club.
Yeah, shall we? I think we better know it.
Use that finish, Michael. Look at that.
shot.
Christ.
Have you hit it like that before?
Not that high, no. It's normally low. It just rolls because it's the summer, so it just goes for a while.
That's a proper carry, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh,
Christ.
Great shot.
I like that.
it works that
Like even
club.
more, yeah.
Wow.
Shot.
What a bit of a draw into the wind there. Look at where that's like going now.
It's at the end, isn't it?
Yeah. It's now it's running, still running to the end.
Yeah, that felt amazing, that.
Well over 250. The 250 sign's not fallen down. That's, see the
Okay, yeah.
over that to the
Yeah.
left. That's fallen down. That's 250. That ball's going up. That's the-
Yeah, rolling as well.
Feel happy?
Yeah, no, great, yeah. It's
Brilliant.
a lot to work with, but I'll get there, I think, this time.
Do you feel it's filled the gaps?
Yeah, definitely. With especially the floor interaction, that the pushing up, the extension, the whole swing for me is something to definitely work with. The more, because practice swing, I feel like I can do it. As soon as there's a ball there, so watching this back
Refreshes everything.
Yeah, that's it.
And the changes, and you'll see it's naturally going to sometimes peaks and troughs.
Yeah,
But it's, I think you're enabling yourself to. You've got a process where you can reset, get yourself back on track, and
Yeah.
learn from these shots. So your game just keeps getting better, and
that's it.
there's an upward trend. All right.
Yeah.
Cheers, Michael.
Yeah,
Thanks,
thank you very
mate.
much.
All the
Yeah,
best.
cheers, thank you.
Cheers.
Well done, mate.